2, 1. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Hate to Say It podcast. I'm your host, Arnie, and this is my co-host, the Assassinator.
The Assassinator. This whole week, I have nicknames. Arnie calls me the Assassinator. My friend Mitty calls me Sassy Frassy. Then I get called Sassy Wassy, Sassy Sauce. I mean, you guys are really expanding my names here.
Yes.
What I'm wondering if your followers called me a name.
I don't think so. They just call you Sassy.
Yeah.
You know what I just noticed about this BTS stuff? It's hard because then you have to go and post it, and if you want to caption it, it's hard.
Yeah, but on my end,
you just raw dog it. That's why.
Yeah, but on my end, they kind of seeing the behind scenes because I have not just the Sassy fam followers. Mm-hmm. I actually have followers from outside, my friends, and
really,
and I have a client that follows me as well. Right. So my as far as I have diversity. Mm-hmm. Friends, family, clientele, and so
that's good.
It's kind of neat.
In the podcast too, I don't. It's not just my followers that come, even though I should probably promote this podcast more. But besides the point, my family also watches our podcast. So
you guys, hi! I love your sister. That she had me blushing. She was, I mean, as a celebrity. I love you guys. It was so wonderful to meet you. Hello.
Yeah, Sassy finally met my family. After all these years of dating.
Oh my god.
My fault. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Your brother has stupid humor.
But no, she actually finally met my family. It was nice. And do you want me, should I get into it? You know why you met my family?
Yes, he's going to tell you why.
I guess in this last podcast, I told you that I was busy for the week this weekend, and I was going to give you guys a big reveal next week. I don't know if you guys remember that, if you guys watched the last podcast.
And we said we might tell you about it this coming podcast. And we are going to tell you. Drum roll. What the hell? Yes, I am pregnant. I am 8 weeks pregnant.
No, but there is a pregnancy, and it's me.
You?
Mm-hmm. I'm having a child.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, I'm not having a child. But yes, I am having a child, but I'm not pregnant. That's the big announcement.
Can you clear up that I'm not pregnant?
Sassy's not pregnant. She's not.
I'm not going to be a grandma.
But yes, I'm having another child. Yeah, I'm going to be a dad. And the reason why last week I was busy, whatever, we were doing a gender reveal. That's what it was, right?
Right.
Yeah. So this weekend we had a gender reveal, and I'll put up a little clip of it because I have a video of it. It turns out I'm having a girl. I have a boy. I have a boy. Now I'm having a girl. Isn't that crazy?
So I'm going to be.
That's crazy.
Do I say grandma number 2? Sassy grandma 2? Or I'm still sassy grandma?
You're just a grandma.
Well, when it comes to this baby this time, this baby going to know my real name because, Eli says, Sassy.
I think it's cute.
Yeah, I do too. But
I mean,
when they get older,
Yeah, I guess so.
And I know Cheyenne was trying to teach him, but
I feel like it's easy to teach. Your name's not hard. It's not like a crazy name.
And I'm not going to lie. I kind of do like Sassy.
Me too. It's like, for me, I've known you for as Sassy, and that's all I call you. Yeah. Even in public, around people, I call you Sassy.
Yeah, so if he would call me Monica, I'd be like, huh? What?
Yeah, right. No, don't say it.
You know what? You were so smart. You knew why I was going to go with Monica
Don't say
Meg.
No, do not say it.
Okay, let me tell you. One thing, we've been together, me and Arnie, for 8 years. I told you from last podcast, he's like a son of mine. I do remember you said that we're not saying age because when I get your age, you said, I hope you're youthful like me or something.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
Because about young spirit kind of thing. We when we go out, we hang out, we go play games.
Right. You're youthful for your age, yes.
Yeah. So, I forgot where I was going with that. But we do have fun though when we go out and play around.
We're gonna go out to eat later too.
Right. But you guys, before we start on, I cannot forget. Okay, so I took Arnie out for his birthday because we always try to do every year a birthday. Do you remember when I got so toasted? Arnie was like, sassy, we're gonna play games. I'm like, okay.
We went to Dave and Buster's. If anybody is familiar with that.
Again, I was toasted because I think everyone saw behind the scenes of on my Snapchat, your Snap.
Yeah,
I
that
was,
was a while
and then
ago, though.
Arnie says after this, before he says, "Do not puke in my car." But anyways,
That was like 2018. That was like
yeah.
a while ago, 6 years ago almost.
So that being said, me being toasted, right? Arnie's like pulls out the game. What is it? Those give.
the game cards.
Yeah,
the ones you used
and
to,
he's
like,
all like he's like, go, 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 sassy. I was not playing a game.
I think I didn't. I don't know if I didn't add money or I ran out. I don't remember the context, but the card wasn't working anymore. Well, it was out of tokens. So, but I was like, why go and waste more money to pull more this when Sassy was playing the games thinking they were actually working, thinking that it was working without actually, swiping the card. So I just pretended like I was swiping the card.
Yeah.
And she was out there driving the cars, throwing stuff. I don't know what she was doing, but that was That was fun. That was crazy.
So I think by me bringing this up, because he always likes to give me a hard time. He always likes to play tricksters games. That's just you. And then the time that I need him to be serious, and he tells me, I'm like, are you serious? No, I'm not believing you. I'm not believing you.
It's a double-edged sword. I've dealt with that with my whole life, where like I'm very I joke a lot.
You
and
do.
So people don't take me serious, even when it is serious. Like people are probably gonna be like, nah, Arnie's not having a child, even though I am.
Yeah, he told me. I'm like, you're lying.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
not going to
saying.
believe it.
I used to work at a apartment complex, and that was my not downfall, but that was my flaw, where everything that I told the girls that I worked with, they'd never believed me.
Yeah.
Never. I had to like show them proof or like reassure them or like keep consistently telling them, no, this is actually going to happen, or this is real, or this is happening,
Right.
or you guys got to do this for real. Because I would always just, that's just my personality.
But the thing is, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I am so glad that we developed this wonderful friendship. Like I said, you're like family to me. Even Cheyenne and Neela, you're like a second son to me. I care. I don't want to get crying because I cried Saturday about the gender reveal. You really do mean a lot to me.
Oh,
I mean,
thank you, Sassy.
thank you so much for being a part of my life. And
you make me all teary-eyed.
we
now.
really we went through a lot. We did.
We've gone through a lot.
But we had some good times too.
Oh yeah, and more to come.
Yep, more to come.
So
Please don't say baby number 3, because
no. Movie number 2 that was the cap for me. But now that I think about it, I just realized that I'm living like the quintessential family of 4. You know how in everything, movies, the family of 4 is always a girl and a boy, and you live in this suburb somewhere.
yeah.
And that's it. I'm living the quintessential life right now. Quintessential family of 4.
And I think that's what's so hard for me to see is because we met in 2016.
I was just a young lad.
Just to see you grow, and now you're a father, and now I'm a grandma, and
Crazy.
crazy.
how
Who would
time
have
flies.
thought?
One day you're actually going to be an actual grandma
Yeah.
for your real son out there. One day. Hopefully. You think so? You hope so? I hope you hope so.
Arnie says one day I'll be a real grandma. Yes. I know you watch my podcast, son. Yes, I want to be a real grandma. I think you told Evan that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. I think it's good to have family. I think my dad, that's what my dad like loves. Like he sees like family as a good achievement. Like you
Right.
you create your own, like I've raised you, now go raise your own family.
Right.
And he's like happy about that, and he's excited for us to be grown up now, having our own little families and doing our own little things.
Right. But I'm going to take this as me practicing. Okay.
That's a good way to look at it. practicing.
To
That
be
way,
the
once
best version grandma. Of course, I would be a good grandma.
oh yeah, you spoil Eli, and he loves you.
Oh, does he really love me?
Yeah, he's every time I come down with all these fucking cameras and
Sassy.
Sassy's coming. I'm like, yep, Sassy's coming. He actually he's actually getting to like say almost full sentences. He says like 2 or 3
Yeah.
words together now, and like he understands what they mean.
I have to say
Like
this.
he says, "Sassy coming." I'm like, yes, Sassy's coming. So he understands that
Or-
you're coming.
When we go in the car and then Arnie wants to sit in the back seat, no, sassy, sassy. And I'm like, okay, Eli, I'll sit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he likes me by him, and
He's very smart for his. I feel like he's smart.
he's
for
smart
his age.
for his age.
He's gonna turn 2 in about
July,
20 days.
20 days.
On the 21st. He turns 1 years old.
Right.
Pretty crazy.
So we have a couple of topics, but we started our podcast a little different, our intro. So let me ask you, how was your weekend, Arnie?
Well, I think I've already kind of mentioned it, but yeah, I had a gender reveal this weekend. I'm having a girl, so I'm having another child. Pretty crazy. I feel like we didn't like make it like such a big hoopla, like oh my god.
Right.
But yeah, I mean it's just having another child. So had a gender reveal this weekend.
And what you guys do Sunday?
Sunday, what did we do Sunday? That was yesterday. No, that was 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I don't remember, but I don't work on Sundays. That's why I didn't,
Rest day.
I just rested probably. Probably just slept. I don't remember what I did Sunday. And that's pretty much it. How was your weekend?
My weekend. Okay.
She came to the gender reveal, by the way.
Yes, I came to the gender reveal. Eventful, meaning I did something. I had fun. I went to Arnie's gender reveal. I had a friend named Mitty come down,
All right.
but I definitely was shooken up 2 times, but one shooken up really, really bad. And if you know, I'm pausing. I don't know. I mean,
What happened?
so you remember the side door that I have, right?
I do know your story, yeah.
So let me hold on.
Yeah, let's take a little. I haven't heard the story. I told her save it for the podcast, so this is going to be my first time hearing this here. So.
So, and if you know I'm pausing, I'm shook.
I know, yeah.
So I was talking to a friend over the phone, and they were just telling me like like an abstract art, like look at this, and this is what you can find.
Right.
And I was really focusing on the person talking and like looking at the abstract, the pictures, and do you see this? Do you see that? Right? On the peripheral vision, because I have a way to get to the street, like a long way.
Yes.
Okay? So I see a car pass by. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe they're going to go into the other house complex. Didn't think anything of it because I've seen it all the time. So the car stops and did a U-E. Slow. Then parks right across the street or against with that side door. You're kind of like paralyzed. There's 2 people in the car. The guy gets out of the car with his cell phone in his hand, walks towards me. I felt like everything was happening in slow motion.
Was it a fan?
No.
Oh.
This is not, I'm being serious. I know you joke, okay?
sorry.
I told you, another person in the car.
Okay. There was 2 guys in the car. One came out with his phone out towards you.
Towards me, like
walking
maybe trying to ask a thing.
But he was across the street.
Yeah, he was literally walking to the point where on my property,
Okay,
literally on the property now.
Oh, really? Okay. I know what you're talking about because I know that little corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Where there's like a little grass area.
I jumped up.
Where were you? In the garage?
I was still where the side door, where that little thing with the trees
so
are.
you were standing there. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of sitting down. So I got up, and then I kind of saw and get out of the car. I thought maybe walking towards me, like, okay, he was about right close to walk on my property. I got up, locked the door, went in the side door, went in the garage, went into the main door, locked the main door, then went into the game room, looked out the window, and Evan goes, "What's going on?" Hold on. He my son Evan said, what's going on? I said, there's somebody walking on the property. Some guy, he goes, well, you shouldn't be, staying out that late. This is like 1:30 in the morning.
Oh,
but
damn.
I never had anything like this. Well, I live in a safe neighborhood. We
I
all
thought this
live
was
in
like
a
during the
safe area.
daytime.
I literally, my heart was racing. I told Alexa to see the front door camera. Then me, I have to, how my house is a long way, to get to the room. Then I went to Evan's room, checked the window. I was scared. Then I'm thinking in my head, because I was still talking to the person on the phone, I don't think it really registered. Like, do you think that he was trying to say like something that could have been, kidnapped, because everyone's trafficking people or whatever?
I mean, it's very strange that somebody gets out at 1 in the morning. Just because
And
I know
then-
your neighborhood. Unless he was going to your neighbor's house, like there's no other.
No, that's what
Way
I
to
thought.
go.
Maybe dropping somebody off.
Right.
But when the car and the other guy was opening the side door too,
Mm-hmm.
so when he opened the door, the other guy opened his door.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I just saw him coming. It scared the living crap.
But nothing happened. Nothing.
Nothing
you didn't try
happened.
to like break in or anything.
Nothing, yeah.
Okay,
But
that's good.
it really shook me up. Where
That would have shooken me up too. That's crazy. But I'm glad nothing happened. I'm glad he didn't like try to break in or.
right. And then the day you saw my story Sunday, right? This is just weird. Things don't happen like this. I was driving,
Yeah.
like on Herndon and Fowler. We just passed Herndon to get to Fowler. You know where Vaughn's is.
Right.
This guy's drunk. Comes out of nowhere, right there. If I would have kept going, something told me, no, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. We probably would have been in a car accident. The guy just swerved into one lane to the next lane, and it felt like, and I pulled back, and I'm like, oh my God, I could have just gotten a huge accident. I just felt like two bad things in a quick of a time.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I feel like my life just passed by me.
Sounds like some true crime shit.
I know, huh? Let's
Happening
write a
there.
true crime story.
But at least not true crime because nothing actually happened.
Not right, but
So it could have been a true crime story. But you know who I would have called if that happened?
yeah. I know.
TikTok. They would have found out who that guy was.
Oh yeah, like I said, if anything happens to me, my TikTok community.
TikTok would have found you
Yeah.
or the guy. I'm sure if you had a video of him, TikTok would have found who that guy was.
Yeah, but I get the car thing, but there was no way, and this is being honest, there would be no way that I could film the guy who was coming at me at dark.
Right.
And then I'd be stupid, then I'm vulnerable, like, hi, just
Let me take a
kidnap
quick
me.
photo of you real quick.
Take me. So I believe that
That was her story.
That was my
Right.
story and my tangent, but that was my weekend. I did have fun with Mitty. Remember back in the old days how we would broadcast?
I saw your live. I was like, oh, Sassy's back at it again.
Yeah, I
You
felt
look like a natural. Honestly, I was like you never stopped streaming. You were a natural.
Okay, I really was hard, felt really self-conscious.
You were like there was levity to your when you were talking. Like before, I remember like you try to go back live and it would just be a black screen.
Yeah.
Or like you would just like just kind of like be half asleep, just like talking like monotone. But this time you had the lights on, you had your background lights on, and you were talking. You were like energetic, like an actual live streamer.
Oh, thank you. Well, I have to fine tune it, but I'll take that as a compliment.
Thank you.
Do you remember how we would go broadcast? Obviously, like I told you guys, me and Arnie go back long. So we would broadcast late night. Remember the late nights? So I
Yes.
felt like I had a late night with Mitty because I hadn't done that in years. Where after the broadcast we would go like at 4 a.m. and go have breakfast, and then me and Arnie after we would have breakfast, we were like, okay, he would go home and I would go home and we'd go to bed. So I felt like this weekend I never did
Okay, I had to ask you this because
a late nighter, meaning
you were
stayed
you were
up.
posting like at 5 in the morning. Did you stay up all the night?
That's what I'm trying to say. We didn't go to bed till 6:30, me and Mitty.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, you were posting like at 5 in the morning. I was wondering. I was like, did you just stay up or did you guys early
We
riser?
pulled a late night. We stayed like me. No, I thought I was up for 24 hours.
That's crazy. I remember seeing. I was like, oh my god, is she not asleep? And I knew that you guys didn't sleep because I think you were like your final snap or whatever or video was her saying, I'm tired.
Yeah,
And you were
we
still at it. You were still like, whoa,
So
whoa.
she was doing her work, and we had crackers and cheese. But yeah, when I think when we were done, we just said, okay. I think by 6:30 a.m. we said, let's go to bed.
Wow, you're living your like you're back in high school, back in college days.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
When
I
do
haven't,
I ever
haven't
get-
done that. Well,
Well, no, me and you,
have.
no, we haven't. Me and you haven't
No,
done
we
that
have
when
that.
we used to.
but I've stayed out till 6 in the morning before when I'm editing the podcast or like
Right.
working on other videos or stuff
But
like that.
back in the day, I would stay up late. We'd go have breakfast. Speaking of breakfast, because I'm hungry. Oh, I miss those days of having breakfast.
Me too. I love breakfast. It's like my favorite meal of the day, but I don't ever wake up for breakfast because I'm a what is it called, night owl. So I stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning every day, 4 in the morning sometimes, and I don't wake up till like about noon. And everything
Yeah.
doesn't serve breakfast or nothing serves breakfast that late, I guess. Which whatever. But I love breakfast. It's my favorite meal of the day.
I
I love like eggs, bacon, sausage, all that.
That's your favorite thing of breakfast?
I love eggs, hash browns, and bacon. Love it.
My favorite thing is pancakes, which I call them pancakes. The red, white, and blue that has to have blueberries, strawberries,
Mm-hmm.
bananas, whipped cream,
I
sausage,
don't know, something about pancakes.
egg
I never.
over medium.
I think like the flavor about pancake flavor is like not worth it. I guess.
Okay, well, I like just shows. My eggs have to be over medium.
Mm.
Sausage, hash browns, or country potatoes.
Mhm.
Yum. Doesn't that sound good, you guys?
We're starving.
I know.
We're up here romanticizing over some breakfast. Oh my
Eggs over
god!
medium. Or an egg.
And I'm also feeling better, by the way. I'm not
Toast.
sick anymore.
That's good.
I was sick. I was listening to this podcast that the previous podcast, and I sounded like I was nasally. I was like super sick.
Which I need to listen to the
I haven't. Yeah,
podcast too.
it'll be up. Well,
Well,
to-
he needs to send it before you, but you know how Arnie does these. Okay, cut, edit. Okay, and then he
Well,
puts
last
the
time we did-
bloopers in.
last podcast we had no cuts, no edits.
Yeah.
Except one, but that's normal. We had an intermission. That's pretty much it.
If you guys see my face, I'm not gonna lie. Pancakes, medium over eggs,
You're back to the fatty cakes.
country potatoes. Really sound good right now. I hadn't had nothing.
Me neither.
Gee, you know the way the weather is.
Hot
I know it's so hot, literally hot.
heat wave.
I'm like eating one meal a day.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show the peeps what our weather looks like right now.
1 meal a day.
Oh my god! Look at this shit.
Look at that. Well, let me see. Go behind the scenes. Let me see.
105 degrees. Damn.
Do you know it was supposed to register this Saturday
this,
at 120?
116.
Let me see. Let me see my side.
That's insane. 116 on
Okay, you
on
guys
Sunday.
have to understand. I'm going to maneuver myself because we're on a couch. So,
All right, let's get into our topics. We've been yapping
right.
for a cool minute.
We had to, yeah. We did this all the time. But today, we got some really good topics, some really good memes, some really good videos.
Yes, we're also gonna talk about the Adriel. Well, Sassy's gonna enlighten us about some Adriel Sigler lore that I haven't heard of because
Yeah.
I haven't
so
really been looking up much about her.
you guys, we're not going to show like any videos of the Adriel Sigler. That saying is, if you know, you know. So, from what I heard, Ernie, that she was claiming that some people, beat her son up and stuff like that. Okay, let's just say she lives in Massachusetts. Let me just give you an example, okay? She lives in Massachusetts. Okay, but then this incident happened in, okay, wait, let's say New York.
Okay.
But this incident happened in New Jersey. So
Right.
and then with all those TikTok, not TikToks, but all those GoFundMe accounts, all of them,
Yeah.
she's getting in trouble for that. So not only did they New Jersey brought her into questioning for her son, she is now literally being investigated for all
by the
of the GoFundMe.
oh shoot, by the IRS, I'm guessing, or who?
I don't know. I heard it's some legal.
Oh, some legal, some scam
But
stuff. FBI
Here's
stuff.
the thing, you guys. Being on social media, being a creator, being whatever, do not be stupid and start saying this fund me account or whatever. Yeah, I spent this month and this much 17,000. We needed this, we needed that. If you're gonna do something, you're gonna create something. Don't go saying, because you know what, we're gonna get pissed about where's the money going to, right? I think because she was just saying, I got this, I did this, I did this. I think she got a lot of people reporting her.
Oh yeah, of course. She's got a lot of haters. A lot of people dislike what she's doing, using the GoFundMe as a way to finance her lifestyle.
Right. But she shouldn't have had said anything.
Yeah, but I don't. She seems like someone that can't hold her
Well, I
tongue.
think we talked about we didn't think she was mentally.
Right. She definitely doesn't seem like she's all there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but she's still live streaming. I see her live all the time. Still, she's still out begging for gifts, and
Well, she's cringy to me.
she is very cringy.
Oh, I forgot to tell you before we go because it's not in. Okay, I always do the waka 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 house.
Waka
So
house.
I told you, Shadi Bay, supposedly her boyfriend. I told you that was being paid because he was gay. So this is what I heard.
That's so
Shorty
funny.
Bay was crying. We broke up. I'm like, oh, girl, shut up. You know it was a fake thing and whatever.
That's the thing. Like,
And then she goes,
so cringy.
I'm losing followers each day. You deserve it, Shotty Bay.
She's that whole Waka House thing is like so cringy. They want to be like, I don't know. I can't describe it. Like, they want to be like these huge mega superstars, but they're
Yeah.
just like, I don't think they know how. Like, I think they just like think, oh, if we rent a content house and create content together and make little drama about ourselves, we're gonna be this huge influencers. But I feel like anybody outside of like a Hispanic demographic, they don't know who the fuck these kids are.
Arnie, I have to say this. We have seen really good content creators at in good content creators' houses. We have seen that. I can't think of one. What is it? The 10
Team 10
Team 10. Okay, this is guys. Me and my
or like the Hype House.
the hype house. Okay, this to me. Look at my tan feet. This to me is the Walmart version. The Walmart version.
No
of
way.
Shawty Bay.
It is. This is the
is.
Walmart version. This is the Remate version of the.
How do you say it? The
Remate?
Romata?
Yeah, the Swap Me version of the.
That's what the swap meet is called, the Romata?
Remate.
Dude, Romat.
Remake.
Romat.
Remate.
Remate?
Yes.
No
So
hablas
this is
en
the-
español
this is-
poquito. Over my head.
This is the Swap Me version of a content house. I'm sorry. It's just
It is.
it's so cringy. Like,
But does it not relate to Walmart version?
it is very similar. But the reason why I say Swap Me version is because it's the Hispanic version. Yeah, I'm Hispanic, so it's fine if I say it right. It's fine if you're racist against your own people. But that's what I'm just like. It's funny. It's cringy. That's the funny part. It's cringy, and they take themselves so seriously. But every time I see them, I'm like, bro, you're so cringe.
Yeah.
Especially that Wilito dude. That guy's
Wilito?
that guy's the most cringe
Why do you cringe over Bolito?
because like you can tell these other creators are taking advantage of him, and he seems like he's like, nah, I'm him, like type of energy. But the other creators are like, We're just here because you have a nice house, and
Right.
we're gonna use this as
Okay.
content.
So I'm laughing at this one because this is how I'm gonna relate, and I think I'm gonna get you busted up. So, like Team 10, let's say Logan Paul was the head of Team 10. Well, Lito's the manager while we're pushing of the Waka Waka house.
Did you say he's the Walmart manager?
He's the Walmart manager of the Waka. Oh my God, I can't.
Oh my god! No
Do you see how?
way.
Look at when I laugh. You see this? Sorry, you guys. I'm sure you.
That's crazy. You just said
Just,
that.
do you see that? Do you-
That's why I'm like, I don't know. It's funny. It's fun to just make. I don't know.
But-
That's why when I see them like in drama and stuff like that, I'm like, these guys, they can't even be original. Like the drama that they're facing, it's like shit that is already like people that Team 10 does. Like it's the same shit. They're just like the Walmart version of the same drama. I'm like, you guys are literally in the same drama.
I need these clips saved. I'm doing glad because this to me is funny. Sorry, Wilito. How's your Walmart job doing?
Fucking funny ass guy. It's funny to see them. Just like it's funny to see them create content, but I laugh at them, not with them. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I think-
Especially, the dynamic between them two is just so what is it called? I want to say not unoriginal. It's like the dynamic between all the group members or whatever. They're just like so fake.
right.
They're unauthentic.
Yeah.
They don't. You can tell they don't like each other, but they're forcing this. Like I like this person, especially this one girl named Wendy.
I like Wendy.
Hates the fuck out of all of them. You can see in her face. Either that, or she just has a stink face all the time. But every time like somebody like talks to her, if she like if somebody's like doing something with her, she's kind of like the.
Okay.
Especially with like I can tell.
I like Wendy.
She hates Wilito.
Yeah, I like Wendy. And I forgot to show Arnie Benny Chavez. Oh,
Benny. Yeah.
he's so like he
Is it Benji
touches-
or Benny?
Benny. When
I have seen that kid now.
when he gets the
Benji
gifts,
Chavez.
yes, he's like, oh, thank you. Like he really appreciates it. He goes, am I doing everything okay, guys? Am I this? I mean, the fact that he cares for his followers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And people have said this is how Shoddy Bay should be acting, like Benny.
Yeah. Well, just Benny has a different way of looking at
And I
his fame.
right, and
Whereas
I
Charlie Base
looks like
sees it as a I got here because I'm actually famous. Like she's very what is it called? I don't know what I'm trying to
conceited
say.
over her
It's
head.
conceited, yes, but there's another word that I wanted to use. For lack of a better term, she's very conceited, very egotistical, selfish, and she thinks she's the shit. But she's a lol cow.
I finally figured what low cal means now.
Anyways, enough talking shit about the Waka Waka house. Let's go ahead into a little story that
Wait, the desert with an expensive ring?
The
The dresser.
Yeah, so this is a story that popped in my head or my For You page, and I wanted to talk about it. It's this girl that went in around her neighborhood and found. Do you have that where like your city will pick up
Yeah,
your
Clovis
garbage
cleanup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had that recently happen to us where like they said put all your junk in the driveway,
Right.
and then the city will come and just pick up your junk. And that's like big stuff like fridges, anything, couches if you want. Anyways, she went around her town and she's found a dresser that somebody had left outside for a trash pickup, and then she found this. I'm gonna pop up this little video for y'all.
So I picked up a dresser on the side of the road.
Oh wait, let me higher this volume real quick.
And one of the drawers wouldn't close all the way. So I was like, oh, weird. So I stuck my flashlight back there. I'll attach the clip.
So this is her looking behind a drawer that wouldn't close all the way. Where she finds little box. You see that little box right here?
Yeah.
So she finds that
Oh,
little box.
wow.
Looks like a ring box. And to our surprise, it is a ring box. But wait, there's drama to this. That's why I'm including this. I was trying to fast forward, but I don't think I can.
It's taking forever to get to that damn box.
But she's gonna get to it right now.
And I found a ring box back there. So I opened up Pandora's box, right?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Damn.
That is nice.
That's beautiful.
kinda
That's
like
I've
the
never
rug
seen
and-
such a thing. That's like looks like a tree.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
This one right here, this one looks like amethyst or whatever it's called,
A topaz.
a topaz.
Yeah.
It looks really nice. Anyways, the drama between this girl or behind this girl is. All right, let me. I'm gonna just pop up this video, but I'm not gonna play it yet because she does an update. Anyways, in her comment section, she's getting a lot of. I hope you return that ring. I hope you return it to the rightful owner or the person that you got it, or like the house that you found
Got
it from.
right? Yeah.
Where she then says, actually, I got it from somebody's truck that they were thrifting it, and I just got it from the truck that they were picking it up. So then she like backs up her, brings back, tells another story basically. It's very inconsistent, and then she does this ring update, which is basically she's saying like I'm not giving it back, and I'm not gonna update you guys anymore. It's my ring, and this is my karma. Excuse me, kitty. Here.
Since you all care so much, here's a little ring update, or the best of one that you guys are gonna get. Yes, they're real. They're gold. They're diamonds. The one is a citrine, with a gold band. I'm not gonna tell more than that, but let this be known. This is my karma.
So there you
I'm
go.
mixed on that. You said she got it from a thrift truck?
So that's what that was her after she got all this hate of people saying give it back, it's not yours, basically, like you should do the right thing and give the rings back. She then said that actually I didn't find it on the side of the road. I got it from someone that was going to thrift it. It was in the back of their truck and they were going to thrift it, and I got it from them.
Well, I'll be honest. Sorry, you're gonna come at me. I probably would keep it because how you can't go trace. You know what I mean? And then she would have to do a lot of work and work and work.
Yeah.
If it was from like, okay, if it's the cleanup and I actually picked it at your place, okay, I get it.
I think that's what happened though. I think she's just trying to like deflect the blame of like people knowing where she got it from. I think she did end up. I think personally, her first story is the truth, and then when she got the hate, she said a second story of her saying she did pick it up from someone's front yard, basically, or someone's driveway or a curb. I think she knows who the house belongs to, but she just doesn't want to give it back.
Oh, now that
I think.
okay.
That's my
Now, if it's
speculation.
like I picked it up from your house, give it back. If it's to the point where I picked it from a thrift truck or whatever, that's going to be hard to trace.
Of course.
No, that is kind of because those pieces are definitely look like they've been
Oh,
at
yeah,
like
I mean,
an
if they're real,
heirloom.
she said they're real diamonds and real
Yeah,
gold.
but if you look at the rings, they look more like
Oh, right,
heirlooms
right,
and
right.
valuable. Now, I do hope you do get your karma because that is so wrong for you to do.
Yeah, but there's another spectrum of people saying you should have looked through your drawer. You should have, before you threw it on the side of the road. Why not look through your stuff? I mean, technically, let's just say she didn't pick up that dresser. That dresser would have been picked up by someone else, or it would have been picked up by the actual city, taken to landfill, where those rings would just rot in landfill somewhere.
Okay, so let me tell you something.
Yes.
Sometimes older people do. So when I say boomers. Boomers would hide money, hide things.
Right, right.
So sometimes boomers hide things, especially valuable
They're like
things.
squirrels. They hide
You know,
it and forget where it's
yes,
from.
and they do. No, honestly, they do forget.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that this person hit it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Just forgot that it was there.
right.
Yeah, that's true. Or it could have just fell back there. Like she could have just like, it looked like it was just like jammed back. So it could have been a lot of things. Honestly, if she wanted to return it, she would have. If she doesn't want to, then she's not going to. I don't know if who's in the right. I don't know if there's a right. I mean, obviously, I think the best thing to do if you want your good karma is to give it back.
Yeah.
And then you'll get good karma in the future. But if you feel like you need this money to live, then that was your karma. You deserve to find these rings. If you've been having shitty luck
Yeah.
previously to that, this could have been your good karma, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, it depends, I guess. But that was a pretty funny little story about a ring.
So we stopped. Okay, we got the update. So my kids are not allowed to play.
Okay, so I saw
I
this
saw
other story.
that
You
one.
saw this other story?
Yeah.
There's this girl,
She
or lady.
says, "You're gonna give me food, money."
Right.
Yeah. I saw that one.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's go ahead and dive right into it. This video is also going viral on my For You page.
Story time on how my kids.
She did this story time of how her kids are not allowed to play with other kids, and this is why. But the thing is, like, there's an update to this, so I'm gonna.
But you
play that
said
as well.
her story time, how the kids are not allowed to play with across the street
Kids across the street. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess her kids had friends that
Yeah.
lived across the street. The parent apparently was her friend, ex-friend now, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and how she would technically take advantage of her kindness by letting them, and then when it came to like reciprocating the hospitality to her kids, she wouldn't, like, where there was an instance where they bought pizza and they made the kids go inside to eat while her kids were just waiting outside, and then once they were done eating pizza, they came out to play. And how they were like, oh yeah, I'm so full, I had like 7 slices, and they're basically like showing off to the other kid. But this girl that we're just looking at right now, she says that she wouldn't do that. She would feed the neighbors' kids. She would, give them snacks or whatever, and didn't like that the other mother wasn't doing the same thing. But let's watch.
Play with the next door neighbor kids. Please, you guys, listen to this fucked up story. So last summer, I had these 2 kids over my house every fucking day, from sun up till sundown, literally. Did their parents ever check on them? Fuck to the fuck no. Not once. I thought that was super fucking weird. When my kids ate lunch, the kids ate lunch.
It is weird, but I remember being a kid and I would do that. I would leave the house at like 9 a.m. and not come home until like 9 p.m. when I was like in middle school, elementary school. Pretty crazy, but yeah, that was my dynamic too. I mean, granted, I didn't do that. Like, I didn't go to a friend's house and like go eat and like stuff like that. But there was times where like I would just go home to eat and then come back and then go straight back out.
But you could say back then those were the good old days.
Yes.
Like, I mean, back in the days with like if the lights came on, you needed to go home. That's how
Yeah.
it was. But now today's with these kids now, you can't do like the childhood that we had.
It was crazy though, because I remember living in a really bad neighborhood. I remember I would see, because lived in a very like gang affiliated neighborhood back in the day. So I would see constantly people fighting in the street.
Right.
People like pulling out knives, pulling out guns, weapons on each other.
Wow.
I remember that, and I remember seeing it all the time, and it was so often, and it just became like just became numb to it. That was pretty wild. I feel like nowadays you don't see that anymore. You don't see just like gang members just fighting in the street. Well, because I don't live in that area anymore, but that's probably why. It's a different, my parents also worked a lot, so that's probably
But
why.
isn't that the reason why we moved in this little bougie little area?
I guess so.
Yeah, because we don't see that.
Yeah.
We left that,
You left, you leave the ghetto, and then now you're in a different ghetto.
Check this out. I call Fresno ghetto.
Oh my
Sorry,
God. I mean,
Fresno.
Fresno is there's very very ghetto parts of Fresno. Don't
Yeah,
get me
there's
wrong.
some nice.
But there's very nice areas of Fresno. North Fresno's usually the nice area. South Fresno,
Yeah.
you might see a couple stabbings.
Yeah, but I do like my Clovis. I ain't gonna lie.
Clovis is nice. There's ghetto Clovis though,
Yeah, there is.
closer to like the airport area. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
You know, when Mitty was coming, she goes, "Oh, look how beautiful." I said, "Mitty, you're still in Fresno. You have not came to Clovis yet."
Did she fly here or did she?
She drove from LA. She lives in Houston, and she had I told you she does Botox. Whatever. You guys see anything different?
Yes,
My
yes, we
lips
got
are plumped.
Botox. She should have gave me some Botox. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't need it.
You know,
I'm
but
still young.
yeah, she gave me, and she drove, and I'm like, she thought it was Clovis. I'm like, no, Mitty, you're still in Fresno. Just one more minute, you're gonna come until it says "Welcome to Clovis." She goes, "Oh wow, I see what you're talking about." I said, "Mm-hmm." Now you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
that's-
going to agree with you on this one when
Yeah.
we watch this video. At least there's one good human being that is willing to do something for a child.
Right.
Let's go into the video.
Leave
Let's do
anybody out. They played in my pool. They played in my sprinkler. I gave them towels. They're playing with my kids' toys. They're playing on a jungle gym. Like, they're having a good ass fucking time. As long as my kids are happy, I guess, you know? One day, their dad ordered like 5 boxes of pizza. And I was like, oh, he probably ordered it for you guys too. Me thinking because I take care of your kids literally every day and I'm a free fucking babysitter. But he called his sons over to eat. They come out and I'm like, oh, your dad didn't buy for everybody? No, we just got done eating 7 pieces each. And I was like, oh, that's pretty rude. And I walked back in the house. I got fed up. So I texted their mother and I said, you know what? Do you understand that your kids are over here every single day? Nobody bothers to check on them. I'm feeding them. They're in my water. They're in my sprinkler. I give them towels. I give them snacks. And I don't think this is fair, I said, because my kids are never allowed to play on your lawn, but your kids are allowed to play on my lawn all the time. Make that make sense. Tell me why those kids were never allowed to play with my kids after that. They would yell to my kids from across the street, "We're not allowed to play with you," my mom and dad said. Yippee skippy, good for me. But it was sad for my kids, you know, because they were their friends.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
So tell me why a couple weeks ago, the boys yelled to my kids, "My dad said we could play with you guys." My kids being 9 and 6, yay! And I'm just like, whatever. So I let them play. They played for like 3 weeks, you know, on and off. And then the one boy yelled to my youngest daughter, "My dad said we're not allowed to play with you guys anymore." And he's sticking his tongue out and he's going, "Nan, nana, boo, boo." And I'm like, that's fucking weird. And I told my daughter, don't worry about it. You don't need friends like that. But they're sad, but they'll get over it. But I was thinking, like, what did their parents want to, like, find information out? Like, what was the purpose of you having your kids play with my kids for a couple weeks and then tell them again, coach them again not to play with my daughters? They couldn't even look at my kids. When I called out the mom last year, they couldn't even look our way. It was so weird.
That's pretty crazy. And it's sad when like the parents can't get along, so the kids have to suffer. Now the kids can't even have their friends back. I guess I never had that problem because my parents didn't know anybody, so I just played with anybody. But anyways, the across the street neighbor did respond to her allegations of being a
Yeah,
horrible.
I feel like she's gonna go off on this
You
one.
think so?
No.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I have not seen it. I saw the beginning part, and that's pretty much it.
Just her stance right there.
Yeah, she's already gonna like dissect everything, say no, that's not how it went. I think I did see like the part where she talked about the pizza. That's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Play with the next door neighbor kids. Please, you guys, listen to this fucked up story. So last summer, I had these 2 kids over my house every fucking day, from sun up till sundown.
She's rolling her eyes.
Did their parents ever check on them? Fuck to the fuck no. Not once. I thought that was super fucking weird.
So yes, my kids were over there a lot. But so was I, because we used to be friends. But continue.
My kids ate lunch, the kids ate lunch because I didn't want to leave anybody out.
And I've told you, you didn't have to feed my kids. There's a house full of food. Send them home.
They played in my
Yeah, but
pool.
that's not how it works. You can't be like, okay, guys, go home, go eat.
Yeah,
Like
but I
when you,
barely can hear that lady talk though.
yeah, she's very low. Let me hire her a little bit. But yeah, she said that there's food at home,
Yeah.
just send them home. But that's not what you do. Like if you there's kids at your house, like if there was kids at my house, and I wouldn't be like, okay, go home,
Right.
go home so I could eat.
What do you mean if there's
Like let's
kids
say
at
let's
your
say let's
house?
say Eli had a couple friends over or whatever,
Right.
playing outside, playing in the backyard. I wouldn't be like, okay, Eli, it's time to eat. You guys go home, you go eat at your house, and then come back when you're done eating, and then come play again. You would just feed the kids, right? You would just feed the
Well,
friends' kids.
when I was a kid, I think I did actually have some parents saying, "Okay, honestly," and I'm being honest, back in that time,
Mm-hmm.
I did have some neighbors saying, "Okay, it's dinner time. You know, you have to go home, and then when
back."
it's done, they'll come. You know."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, it's funny you say that. I think that like I'm pretty sure in Sweden, it's like a norm to not feed the guests. Like they would. There was like time. There was. I don't remember. I saw someone talk about how like in Sweden, like if let's say you're playing over, like it's normal for the family to go eat at the table, and the kids sit on the couch or go to the room.
Right.
Like not even go home, just like go to the room. Or I guess at times they can go to back to their house, but and sometimes like they would just sit in the couch and just wait for their friend to finish eating. Like they wouldn't even offer. Like it's like not something they do, offering
But-
to eat.
But I'm trying to think, like back in my day, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, you know, because I was young. I don't know if minimum wage was $2.
Oh my God, that's a long time.
You
ago.
know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't have enough money to.
Well, this
to
is definitely
feed-
like
Well, yeah, I know.
modern
I'm
day.
talking about back
Yeah,
then.
back in
and,
your
you-
days.
you-
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, right.
True.
So I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I know when Evan had friends over, I was like, okay, you guys want pizza? What do you want? You know, I made sure that there was snacks, something, you know, to feed the kids or something like that. But the thing is, you know, that was just me being me. But I don't know how parenting is. I don't know if they're here, Johnny. You know what I mean? You want to eat with us or here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because,
Yeah, I guess. And I guess it's also different if it's like every day. Like if Eli had a friend over for like, once a week or something, I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind like, yeah, feed him.
Oh,
whatever.
but when the friend
But
is
if it's,
here
like, every
every
day,
single
all
day, and
day
the
long-
mom knows where you that is kind
Yeah,
of
if it's every day and all day long, I'd probably be like, all right, well, let's not eat today, or let's like I would probably talk to the parent and be like, hey, your son's or daughter's here every day. Like, is everything cool? You good? Maybe I have no idea. I don't know how I would react, to be honest, if I was in the situation. All right, let's keep
Played
watching.
my sprinkler. I gave them towels. They're playing with my kids' toys. They're playing on our jungle gym. Like they're having a good ass fucking time.
Let's just preface that her pool is in her backyard, which I cannot see from my front porch. And even though we were friends and I was over there all the time, I also had a small child that couldn't be in the heat for too long, so I was inside with her most of the time, and she said it was fine that my kids could play in her pool and that she would keep an eye on them. It would have been the same thing if her kids were over in our yard in our pool. I would have kept an eye on them because they're in my yard.
I think she's missing the point. I think she's missing the point. She thinks like she's upset because they were playing in her stuff, but the girl's point is that when it came to reciprocating the same like hospitality, they didn't do it.
yeah, it's over her head.
It's over her head. She's thinking like she's upset about the kids playing, and it's not.
She's more upset about when there was pizza that her
That's what
kids
it was.
didn't
It was
get.
a reciprocation of
Right.
hospitality.
But even though you nipped it, but can we just look at the comment section real quick
Sure,
and see what they said? Like, do
you want to
know
keep
how-
watching, or is that good?
No, because you nipped it.
Yeah, that's pretty much
but
it. She's just like,
I like
oh,
to see.
comments are off.
Oh,
Of course.
okay. I would have liked to see them say, you're missing the point. This is the concept of, you didn't feed them.
This is another video of hers. So
Uh-huh.
let's see what the comments are saying. I start 5 on Friday. How did you go about getting? Oh wait, she's just talking about something. I guess it's not important. People are not really that upset about her.
Okay.
But I think she's just definitely missing the point. She's all she does is debunk, like, oh no, my kids, you said it was okay, basically.
Right.
And but yeah, she's missing the point of like it's when it came down to that one time where my kids could have had some pizza with your kids, and you said fuck no, I ain't giving your kids shit. So yeah, it's definitely
He
that.
said, "Fuck no."
He said
Sound
I
like
had so
vodka.
much pizza. Yeah. That's what it was. And also, no parent, unless you like hate the person, is gonna say like if somebody asks me, hey, can you watch my kid play with in the pool? No parent would be like, no, you have to watch them. They would be like, most parents would be like, yeah, I will be there, and I want to watch your kid.
Well,
Play with
speaking
my
of, I want to watch your kid.
You want to watch my kid?
I have some major concerns. He bitter. I hope that when my grandson goes plays with someone, that you're gonna check that these are good parents, that,
Of
that
course.
these kids have a swimming pool. That
They have to have
that-
more money than me.
No.
Oh no.
I'm being okay. See how
Oh,
he
see,
jokes.
sorry.
See how he like you're gonna make sure that
They gotta have
parent
a
is
bigger
gonna be.
house, bigger, nice yard. They gotta have more toys.
You see my eyes? Okay,
gotta vet
behind
them.
behind the scene can't see my thing. Do you see how I can't with him on a serious moment?
Sorry.
See,
Go ahead.
even when I was expressing my traumatic or my whatever I felt happened to me this week, he laughs, and I'm being serious. Look at my tone and look at. You better just double check, because I don't want my grandson to be going to no crazy, and that parent better be watching my grandson. Arnie, I just can't with you.
Yeah, I mean, that's a long ways from now.
Mm-hmm.
He's only 2 years old, so by the time he's probably in middle, I would say like by the time he's old enough to like have friends, and like him go to a friend's house by himself,
Right.
he's got to be like at least like 10, like 11 or 12.
Arnie, sister, can you smack your brother for me?
If she watches this long, I don't know. It's been almost an
Oh,
hour.
she will.
But yeah, I think by the time he's that old, it's gonna be different times. We'll see. But obviously, I want to be friends with whoever my son's friends with. Not obviously. Okay, I don't want to be friends with his friends. I want to be friends with the parents of his friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So like that way, like when we hang out, they hang out.
Right.
Yeah, so I also want to make sure that he has his cousins that he's close with, obviously, because he has a lot of cousins now. My sister's also having a baby, so,
I can't wait to those.
and it's a girl too, so
Yeah,
A lot of
those two.
girls.
That's what I told her before I left. Oh my God, what amazing! She's having a girl, and then that's two girls play. Oh, that
so many girls.
literally when I found out the news, I was so mad at myself because I was video recording it, and I told Arnie. I dropped the phone. They had me in tears.
Yeah, I almost teared up a little bit, but
They had me, and
I
then
held it together.
this is what this is what Arnie says as we come to hug each other. Well, now you have a girl to spoil now.
And she's gonna be spoiled.
He knows he's good. He knows I am going to spoil.
Well, Eli was spoiled because he was the first boy born in Cheyenne's family.
Yeah.
First baby ever, actually, in her family. Not mine, because I have older sisters. I have an older sister, and my brother had a baby too. So he wasn't as spoiled.
Well, yeah.
But he was the first boy in 15 years. So he was spoiled in that way too. So he was a spoiled brat. That's all I gotta say.
I'm just gonna say this. Hi, podcasts. I'm gonna spoil Arnie's baby, and I'm gonna teach it to be bougie.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be bougie. Then Arnie's gonna be like, "Oh, look what Grandma Sussie's doing to my little baby girl," and she's gonna say, Daddy, we want Louis Vuitton, we want Coke."
I just want her to mellow Eli out. Eli's
Yeah.
a little
But
Tasmanian
it's
devil.
still the baby's gonna have a little sass.
I hope so. I hope she's got a little sass to her.
She's gonna be bougie because
She's
that
gonna-
grandma gonna be there just spoiling her.
Yeah, she's gonna be spoiled.
So the next one, I cannot wait. All the means for the presidential election.
Yeah, we have to talk about the presidential election, but without getting too political and about the whole
Right.
shit.
We just
we're
want to show
gonna-
you funny memes. But what was your thoughts of the
Presidential
debate? Did you guys watch it? I didn't watch it. But what's your viewpoints? What did you think about it? Like,
People
who
probably
are you
don't want to
for?
share their. I mean, if you want to share your viewpoints, but yeah, but we just want to talk about how ridiculous. It is very ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that these are the two people that are going to run a country, and that's all we got.
That's all we got.
I feel like there needs to be an age limit.
You know,
There needs to
I
be an age
agree.
limit.
And this is where, when I showed you the James Charles video, and I know you have opinions on him, I get it. But let's not go on the opinions, but I get it. But as a millennial, having that mentality of realizing that our government is fucked. I don't really cuss much. It's fucked. Like, there needs to be some change. Like, literally,
There needs to be a limit.
we're so fucked. Like, it's unbelievable. And then Biden says, well, but there's something about the COVID, something about the Medicare. We got good Medicare. And just rambling. I was just like, what the
And then they were
Fuck.
having a
debate
over golf.
the golf. Dude, this is the first time I have ever seen a presidential election debate argue
who's better at
over-
golf.
who got a good handicap.
Who has a better handicap at golf? Like,
Yeah, unbelievable.
and okay, let's just watch this meme. It's funny. They made baby faced Biden and Trump.
Yeah.
Sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant. I didn't have sex with a porn star, number one. And but by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it? That's the biggest lie. It's a 6 handicap of all. I was an 8 handicap. 8? But I had, you know how many? Let's see you swing. I know you swing. Yeah, let's not act like children. Let's not act like children.
He says, "Let's not act like children." As they're oh shit! As they're arguing over golf.
Is that the beekeeper?
I don't know. Crazy.
But was that not funny?
That is freaking hilarious. I think this. Okay, this I'm gonna play.
No, what the kids mean though.
Oh right. With the little filter on them, it is funny. It's cute. I'm gonna play this James Charles clip. I think like this is what everybody was thinking as they saw how
Yeah.
everything was like developing. I feel like this is what everybody thought. Like, but I mean, I'm not gonna give James Charles any credit because this guy's a pedophile. But
And it's not for me, it's for fucking Joe Biden. Okay.
you sent me this clip, so I'm gonna play it.
Right.
That presidential debate was the most embarrassing, fucking pathetic excuse for a television program I have ever seen in my life. How are these two 1,000-year-old fucking corpses our only two options for president? Ah! We do not live in a democracy. This is not a democracy. The American political system is fucked. Fucked beyond belief. No matter who gets elected, we are fucked. And nobody seems to care. Oh my, we need a full factory fucking reset. Hit the fucking button and get everybody out of there. You're all fucking fired. You're all fucking useless on both sides of the fucking political parties. You're all done. Done. Why are people even allowed to be in fucking office that are 100 years old at the bare fucking minimum, let alone a convicted felon?
Yes, James Charles, the pedo, had a point that it's a joke. It's a joke. We're living in a joke. Yeah, Biden was having like a stroke mid fucking debate. Trump was just spewing the same bullshit he always does. Yeah, that was a crazy podcast. We had a great event. So hopefully next week we have more
Content
drama,
to bring
more
you,
content,
content to bring.
more
You guys let us
craziness.
know what you guys would like us to do now that we're having a little bit more, you know, like your followers are saying stuff. Oh, I had to, as well as my followers are saying things that they would like to see. We would like to hear what you like to see, and we'd like to hear your comments on that. Now, if there's any sponsors that who like to sponsor us, you know,
let's get
please let us
sponsored a
in.
little bit once or twice maybe. That'd be cool. One or
But
two sponsors.
we will try to be working more on the podcast as far as, if not, if he won't do it, then I'll probably take over on our TikTok account, which we would like you guys to go follow that. All the socials and the links would be down the bottom below. Again,
below.
if you would like to see, I'm taking over a bit because I know how Arnie gets tongue-tied. If you like to see the behind scenes, you definitely, the socials would be down below on there as well. And I guys want to thank you for taking the time for watching our Hate to Say It podcast.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
And shout
If you
out
would
to
also like
Arnie's
to watch
family.
it, I think Sassy recorded the whole thing on Snapchat.
Because Arnie does things, and when I'm looking and I want to have a say on the editing, he like, Sassy, I got you. Then okay, the time before we ended, the time I was literally sleeping. He knew it. He knew my eyes were closing. He knew it.
That's so funny.
What is he to go do? I said, you're gonna edit that,
You know
right?
what? You know what we should do?
You
No,
left
but
that.
you know what we should actually do? I have this idea.
You left that video of me dozing. Oh,
You told me. You said it was fine. I remember I told you.
I forget.
There was
That
like
was a
three.
blue-
There was like 3 separate times throughout that same video. You said, "I said, can I at least leave one?" And you
Okay,
said
yes, I asked him to leave one.
Yes.
But
I left
y-
one. But this is another crazy thing that we should venture out if you want to do it. Do a live stream.
Yeah,
Since
I
you're gonna
thought-
record it. You think?
Yeah,
you
I
think
thought
I'm cutting out stuff?
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
go ahead and do it.
Okay, you guys, if anything, please, we will add my account, so I'll be broadcasting that on my live broadcast on TikTok.
Yeah, we should do it.
Okay, and
I could
this
set it
would
up.
be the actual behind the scenes of, I hate to say that. I don't know how we could send the cameras up, if
I
they would
could
be
do it.
facing, or do we want them at us? But see, like the way I sit, you see the behind scenes could see my polished toenails and stuff, because I want to get comfy. Because usually when people do podcasts, they're just in that environment where you want to be
Comfortable.
right. So we're not, as you could see, we're not like the other podcasts. We just
We're
want to be
better
that.
than them. We're better than all the podcasts
be
out
like
there.
that. But I think that would be great. So why don't we just before
We'll venture it. We'll dabble on
in
it.
2 more weeks we'll venture out. But other than that, I'm not gonna have the best 4th of July. I just
Right. 4th of July is 2 days. Hope you guys have a great 4th of July.
wait. Yeah,
Well, this video is going to come out after 4th of July.
after
So,
the 4th of July.
so I hope you guys have you had a great 4th of July.
Oh,
Don't
Yes.
blow your house up. Don't burn your house down with the fireworks.
you see my face? You guys, I hope that you guys had a wonderful, amazing 4th of July. Me, I ain't doing shit because I have to work. Unfortunately, I am very. I don't want to cry. I don't want to work. I have respite week.
And you're working here tomorrow. No, the 11th. The 11th. Sorry. The 11th.
You scared the crap.
The 11th,
Did
the
you see my
11th, the
face,
11th,
you
the
guys?
11th.
Did you literally see my face?
I told them
Like-
I was going to book your services, and I booked it for the
Yeah,
11th.
but
I
you-
thought it was tomorrow. I'm sorry. I
Holy-
I forgot. that
My
we changed it.
mouth just dropped. I'm like, huh? What? I thought I get to sleep in on Wednesday's my day off. Oh my God. Okay. And then when you said, I'm like, ooh, you really scared me, and I thought I was losing. Anyways,
yeah.
this is in a nutshell. I'm working. We will have the behind the scenes in 2 weeks on TikTok Live. Make sure you guys are following my TikTok account. I'm not gonna say it this one on here because I have certain people and I don't want everyone to be looking at my social stuff. But
Links below.
below. Other than that, have an amazing week and enjoy. Shout out to Arnie's family and his followers. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you
Bye.
guys next week with more content.
Bye.
Bye.